These officers do so much for the community, and we're so excited to be able to help out the horses and make their lives easier.
You know, this isn't our full-time job. This is a part-time mounted patrol, and the horses are owned by the individual officers. We have a really tight budget.
These horses are very well trained. They're really asking them to do things that are very unnatural, from going into crowds to experiencing loud noises. It's truly amazing the things that they'll tolerate.
One of the first criteria is to make sure a horse isn't going to take off out of control and injure people. Whisper knows I'm not going to put her in a situation where she's going to get hurt. So I tell her to go push through a crowd, she'll push through a crowd.
This must be Whisper.
This is Whisper. She's a great horse, very calm disposition. She's got this lump under her neck here, this cyst that's growth, and she's had it for years, and we've treated it and tried to get it to go away. It just doesn't seem to get any smaller.
Yeah. So it feels like it's in the layer of the skin there, maybe a centimeter across. These little sarcoids are kind of an interesting little tumor because they think that they might have a viral cause. Gives them sort of, they've got a little wound or maybe a genetic predisposition, then these will pop up. But they don't metastasize. It's not something that can spread to internal organs or anything like that, but they can get very extensive. I think it'd be reasonable to remove that surgically. Yeah.
Great.
We'll go ahead and sedate her now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So now we'll just let her get sleepy, and then we should be good to go.
She's been mounted patrol horse longer than any of the horses out here. I know she's in good hands.
Anytime you're working on the neck, you've certainly got some vital structures you want to be careful of. You have the major vessels running deep in the neck here. We're just dissecting down around this and removing it here. Whisper's doing great. I don't know how Hector's doing. He's the one getting the arm workout.
Whisper's head is pretty heavy.
All right, mask off. So we are just stitching up the skin where we took the mass out.
It looks pretty good.
It does look good. Great, thank you so much.
Sure.
Good. Well, this is Gadget's freshman year. He's a 16-year-old gelding.
Okay.
What happened was he got spooked in the barn and he cut his eye
Okay.
on one of the railings a few days ago.
Okay.
I've been in law enforcement for 19 years, and this is my first year as mounted patrol. So we're both going through this together, and we're both getting our learning bumps.
Seems like he's a little iffy about his head, isn't he? Yeah, I think we could put some staples in that and try and hurry it along.
Okay.
He's gonna need a little more sedation than Whisper.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a
He's a
little
big
more
horse.
fired up. Yeah. So if I can kind of get on the side of him, we'll just try to hold him still as best we can.
Whoa.
Here. Hey,
Whoa.
gonna go.
All right.
I thought I was gonna dance around for that.
There you go, buddy. Just relax.
We're scrubbing Gadget's wound. We're trying to take the scab off so that way we can clean it up.
I'm gonna see if I can just put some stitches in there. Gadget is doing well. He may come out of the sedation kind of quickly, so we don't want to dilly-dally here. Here we are. After cleaning up that wound, it would have eventually healed, but now that we're coming into fly season, there is the possibility of it getting infected. I think that'll be better for him.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, I
How you doing there, buddy?
think he's all set. Oh, and he is
he's
all
ready
set.
to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. So Gadget and Whisper can continue with their training. They'll both be healing up. We'll get stitches out of them soon. There is the possibility of us riding, and I'm really excited about that. It's like the perfect day, surgery and horseback riding.
Let's go hit the obstacle course. This is where we find out what the horses are made of.
Oh, or the rider?
That'd be great, yeah, just to show them some of the training we do and the reason we do it. So these are things just to kind of distract the horse and see how they're going to react to it and see what confidence they have in their ability. Kick them forward. There you go. The horse walks through something and it's feeling the stimulation under its belly, and that's something that tends to spook a lot of horses. There you go. Good. We train them to push through these noodles to desensitize a horse.
Oh, yeah.
He's not really a fan.
Good girl. I think Hector 2, Nichols 0.
There you go, there you go. Good.
Back in the saddle.
Be able to help the police department here. It was amazing. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Come back anytime.
Oh yeah.
thank you.
In law enforcement, it's nice when somebody kind of appreciates some of the things we do, and not everybody does, as you imagine. Nobody calls 911 to say they're having a great day. It's usually when they're in crisis, and things like this really make us feel good.
Hey Steve, what do you think? Steve and Callie were found in somebody's backyard. They'd been neglected for quite some time before they got brought here. Initially, I had feeding tubes in them, but they've responded really well. You can see with Steve here, I still have a little bit of trimming to do, but you know, he's at a point where he's eating really, really well. Probably one more trim on him, and I think we'll probably be good. Okay, so yeah, Kelly's doing well as well. You know, she had some shell issues, but you know, those are coming around. You know, they've both gained weight. She's a little shy, but all it took was, you know, some actual care, some food, you know, proper lighting, and they're doing really well. There you go, Steve. Right now, what I'm thinking about doing with Steve and Callie is they're in a good spot. You know, they don't need as intensive care as we have been giving them. So I'm thinking about taking them home with me to get them through what they've got going on. They both need a little bit more beak work, you know, and then when they're ready, bring them in and we can get them adopted out. Eat your vegetables so you can grow up to be a big, strong turtle. I've got 4 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 tortoises. This is Tex. He's the African spurred tortoise. He's gotten to be a big guy. He's 45 pounds right now. African spurred tortoises can get to be 250 pounds. They can feel you touching them. I mean, it's probably not the same as our, you know, sensation as our fingertips, but they can feel throughout the shell. They're little bulldozers. So yeah, I can come home and it looks like, you know, a bunch of people came over and had a party. It's just Tex. Parker's roughly 20 years old. He's a leopard tortoise. Well, with tortoises, you know, the primary food is the hay. The vegetables are primarily a treat, but also to add some nutrition. You know, getting them things that are of different color, different texture, all those things will help them do well. He doesn't have teeth, but the outer edges are sharp for cutting. They smash and grind the food so that it can be swallowed and digested. We've got some hay out here, but they're not gonna eat that while there's fresh veggies around. Come on, guys. I'm a reptile geek, so yeah, this is a nice, relaxing way to spend a day. Hanging out with the tortoises and the dogs.